if they can't go to staples, then you... Wait, hold on. Is the audio borked up again? Nope, it's good. Weird. Testing. Okay. No, the levels were just a little bit off, so I was checking that. So with potentially expiring dream tickets, besides the obvious answer of potential staples, is to look at what decks you are very close to being able to finish and aim for cards that help you to do that. I'm one card off of finishing Tenyi, which is Baxia. I mean, Baxia is also a generic, well, kind of generic, synchro monster. So, like, would that be a terrible... It's not generic, but you know what I mean. It's like, it's also technically like future-proofing for Sword Soul Copium, but I mean, that's not awful. But I would definitely take an opportunity to just go through your collection, see if there are any decks that you're like, you know, pretty close to being able to finish. Because being able to, even if it's not like a top tier meta deck, the problem is most of the URs I kind of need newer UR dream tickets. Fair. Only other is Red Eye's Meteor Dragon for a third copy. Yeah, I'd probably avoid that. Especially if, as you say, you're like pretty close. Okay. Hello, Dark Tuner. Do I actually still have those ultra rare tickets? I should probably go take a look. I think I used mine already. Yeah, I think I went through and purged. Alright, let's go. Let's go ahead and get our 36 copy of Harpy Lady. Wait, hold. Nope, we gotta go ahead and make them. Make them glossy. Definitely need a third copy of the Limit 1000 knives. And then let's go ahead and equalize this out. We definitely need the Dijin Curse Chanter of Rituals. Definitely need those. Definitely need a Yujo friendship. We could use a 5th copy of Vorse Raider, I think. Nah, we'll go for our 4th copy of Thousand Knives. Go ahead and clear these out a little bit more. Looks like we have reached the start time of the tournament. So I should probably stop playing around here and actually go take care of that. That's right. We're going to get the edges out of the way. Stick around. We will be right back. You know, keep it simple. I really do appreciate the enthusiasm. If only more people could just learn to embrace it like you did. Okay, go ahead and go for the refresh here. I bet he didn't hear you. Damn, unlucky. Okay. Go ahead and handle quick issue here. Oh, might help if I announce in the Discord as well, huh? I'm a little disorganized today. Okay. Yeah, hi, I got it. I responded. You're good. Okay. My hot take, we are at a point to get Barone Limited 1 soon. I don't think I necessarily agree. I still think generic Omni Negates should be very carefully dispensed. Like, so far, Infinity is not necessarily a problem, but Sorry. Issue resolved. Perfect. What Paris said is also technically true. Right now, like, the thing about Synchro 10 is it's a really easily accessible level. Certain levels have an easier or harder time being accessed by decks, and 10 has traditionally been, like, exceptionally easy. I think you have to be really careful, because the thing about Barone, it's not even just that it's an Omni negate, it's also a pop every turn. Like, it's multiple things. Like, you put Barone on the field and you've already answered 2 of your opponent's cards. Hello, Ezekiel. None of those things are going to happen. Okay. Excuse me. Let us go ahead and find ourselves another match, or rather our first match of the day. We are coming up upon the KC Cup. So one of 2 things will be happening. Either people will be choosing decks that they would like to perhaps play around with in anticipation of the KC Cup, or people are going to keep them all under wraps. If there's any secret spicy tech in anticipation of Hello Cat, in anticipation of the KC Cup proper. And this is going to be an opportunity for to see the effect that the new prizing structure of the Chronicle cards is going to have on people actually being incentivized to take them a little bit more seriously. Alrighty.
Duel.
Okay, we got Tauros at the top. We got Jay at the bottom. We got Ancient Warriors here. We're going to be able to get to our Ancient... excuse me. Double Dragon Lords, Lu Fang, 1 back row. Going second here. So we have at least 2 guaranteed disruption. We're going to get poppin', taking out the opponent's floral horse. That is 1 disruption answered, rather. We're going to double Dragon Lord, sending the opponent's monster away. Glow Up Bulb into the Durandal. Durandal effect is going to search for a copy of Renaud here. Ogier effect, get dumping. Renaud to the field. Oh my god, we actually popped the hell off. Hello, ICU. Roland returns to the field once again, activating our skill here. We're going to be able to send the Roland to the graveyard. This will allow us to access our Charles. Time runs. True! I wish I could talk to you in the whale chat, but as I am not a whale, I'm not allowed to do anything other than react to you. Charles, get poppin'. We're able to bring the Gearfried to the field. And this should just be lethal. You were dropped automatically for no deck. Yeah, I don't know about defensive Changbong. I'm not a big fan of it. Hello, Morningstar. You got her right there. I could probably get her to go wild if I wanted to. Okay, game number 2.
Duel.
Okay. All right, Infernoble going first here. Okay, so I'm gonna get poppin'. It's gonna get the search for the follow-up. So we have a negate, a pop, and protection. Precious Cards of the Wind here. Now, typically this build does run kaiju, so we could potentially kaiju. Guan Yun is really good here. It forces out one interaction regardless. We're going to take out the Guan Yun. Deception and Betrayal. Tenki effect. Allowing us to search for a copy of Zhuge Kong. Interesting that we're going for that. We must already have... We're going to bring Zhuge Kong to the field. Masterful Sunmo. We still have to contend with the negate of Gearfried here. One card left in the hand. Going for the double Dragon Lord here. Gearfried effect in response to the activation. But we can now spin ourselves. Unfortunately, our effect is negated, and that's going to be that. We didn't have the ability to play through any further. What would we have needed there to actually do something? We would have needed one of the other level 4s besides the Zhuge Kong. A Kaiju. It isn't about it being game. It's about establishing a board. Okay. I actually saw a really interesting tier list from a Japanese player. I'll bring it up. I'm not sure how much I agree with it, but it's interesting to see the take of other region players. Go ahead and save. Let's go ahead and decipher this one. Okay. I honestly, so first of all, I'm gonna talk about the S tier here. Ghost Trick and Lyrilisk both being tier 1. I can see an argument for that. The Shadal is weird, but I could also see it being like, well, we think that this shuts down these other decks. Sure. Actually, whoop. Let me bring that back. Floor, I can also agree with. I think my questions are, I have yet to really see the Synchro deck the Odd Eyes Synchro deck perform. So I really don't... Like, anytime I've tried to play the deck, I don't even understand what the hell the deck does. Which is maybe my own fault. I don't know about, like, people say Predaplant should be higher. But here's the thing. Predaplant has not necessarily been converting in a way that would make me think it is, like, super crazy. Like, is it good? Yes. But, like, a lot of times you'll see tournament, like, we've had our own tournaments, and I understand I'm not going to take just my own events, but, like, you'll see like 18 enter and 1 convert, and it's like, okay, is this an outlier? Maybe. But, like, you can see bad players play a deck like Lyrilisk and Duel. So, I don't know, man. I don't know about raiding Ancient Warriors as well. Like, is that really a deck that should be, okay. Like, for example, if I was to take a look at some of the top decks in the meta, I think decks that are being overlooked, for example, I think you should still not be sleeping on Sharks. I think that deck is still noteworthy. Sharks is ass. You say that, but people will still win with it. So, I disagree. Like, I don't know, if you're gonna tell me Ancient Warriors is more noteworthy of a deck than Sharks, I don't know. I don't know if I agree with you. May just be me, but I take league results more seriously than tournament results. I mean, that's fine. Leagues are also people, like, specifically playing matchups to play to their strengths, so it's a little bit unnatural. But, like, are you telling me that Ancient Warriors is noteworthy in leagues? Is that something that I should take note of? I want to see your reaction to the DLM tier list article then. I mean, sure. I don't know. I think, but pretty much I think I would not tier True Draco, the Synchron deck, or the Odd Eyes deck, or Ancient Warriors. Not right now. But unless you're doing like a super extended list. What does the tweet say? Let me bring it up. The tier list changes all the time. All right, guys. I feel... I'm a little scared of what I'm seeing. I think we may have just discovered Japanese loom. Behold! Ancient Warriors Orchist. Let me... zoom it. Well, I was gonna grab the, I was gonna grab the full image. The full deck list image. Can I give you the link to it? Sure. The skill is... I think it's Link Dark Rays. I can double check with translate. Go ahead and translate that really quickly. Che, you need to check in. Mono Tafuda. Is that the wrong language? Is it Korean? Takafuda. What the hell is... Well, why isn't it translating it? You translated it already? Precious cards from the dark. Perfect. Okay. Tie things up 1 and 1. I'm going down a rabbit hole. I can't stop. Hello, Oddhild. If you want to go down any rabbit hole on Twitter, Japanese Duel Links is one of the best. Real. We're trying that deck list on the next time I do a ladder stream. I don't know what happened to DC. I DC'd on ladder. Oh, is Crank at it again? It looks like it's a bunch of people. So I think we'll have to issue a blanket restart. If you just DC'd in the last 5 minutes, we will do a restart. So this will be game 2. I'm not going to be able to do multiple restarts like that, but we'll do it one time. Frank, I wish you would just, like, go away, dude. Jesus Christ. So the most likely thing, because Crank can't actually win games on his own, he's probably playing on the ladder and wants to get some wins. I think people are being paranoid. Kisara, I can promise you we're not. I literally have communications that prove you otherwise. The DDoSer Mozart. Every time you think that you're gonna be able to have a good time, dude shows up to ruin. Why is his name Crank? Because his name was Crankshaft. His actual name is Alper Iadenez. He's the one who hostaged worlds. and he continues to ruin people's enjoyment of the game. Dude's literally now been doing it for years. And so far, Konami has not decided to do anything about it. Honestly, the only thing we're going to be able to get from it is knowing that years down the line, you know, when Alper is lying in his deathbed and he realized that he spent literally so many years doing nothing other than ruining people's enjoyment of a card game, that maybe he'll find some kind of regret. Why is it weird, Duncan? We're literally being constantly harassed by this dude. It's just a game. Okay. Just call a mod at the end for the final score. How exactly does he harass people? DDoS is the dueling servers. Makes it is that it? I mean, okay, sure. So whenever people want to hold tournaments, he can make it difficult, if not impossible, to hold the tournaments. And he'll do that every single time that you try and hold a tournament. He will message you pictures of rape, gore, tell you that he's going to kill you in direct messages. So, no offense, Duncan, but when I hear you say what you're saying, it's really coming out of ignorance. It is constant harassment. So when I say that I genuinely think very dark thoughts, I'm sorry, I do. Because this has literally been ongoing for a very long time. For no reason. Fuck that dude. No, I don't want to pray for him. Some people are irredeemable. Zacharoni, I literally wish that would happen. Anyways. That's enough wasted on the incel. Not very Batman of you to say that. I don't know what to say, dude. I very much want to say things that would probably get me in extreme trouble. Which rank 1 do people run to counter predator counters? None. You shouldn't be doing something like that. Duel Links for Konami is side job? Well, of course. Duel Links is, Konami is a very large company. So, of course, anything that they, any of the stuff that they're doing is just one piece of a puzzle. One Piece mentioned! Why, Serena? I think you can figure it out. Yusef, you need to check in. I don't know which one you are on Discord, so I can't ping you, dude. Hopefully you heard me. Thank you, Drewy. Appreciate it. Alrighty. Let us find another match. This one looks interesting. Why Gran never smile? I do normally. I'm just in a bad mood right now. You have to realize that when I do something like these streams, I'm taking, you know, 4 hours of my time to come host a tournament. And then when something like what has happened here just recently happens, it makes it feel like a waste.
Duel.
Okay. We already managed to have gotten the digital chronicle effect on our Predaplant. That is dedication to the cause. Going for the fusion substitute into our Predaplant Dragostapelio. Predaponics effect. A second... I'm sorry. My dude is dedicated. Making a copy of Assembled Nightingale. Fusion recovery and pass to the turn. We're gonna get Kaiju'd here. Level modification, allowing us to go for the Clearwing Synchro Dragon, Witch of the Black Forest effect. Necro Synchron effect. Grabbing a copy of Plasma. Blow Up Ball back to the field. Tributing all of them off for the Plasma. Okay. Why did we not use Plasma effect? I'm very confused about a lot of what happened there. Why did we not... Goes for the Nightmare Phoenix here. Into the Ningirsu. Goes for the polymerization. Goes for the super polymerization. Making our Dragostapelia here. Tributes off for our archetypical kaiju, and the field has been broken. Which restriction? Right. Thank you.
Duel.
Okay. Do we have the new breakdown yet? Yes. Thank you very much, Metal. Did... The opponent's next match has already started. Why did you not say or do anything after the admin switch? Ah, frustrating, but what can you do? We put a token onto the Necro Floor, which is irrelevant. Dingirsu, we're going to be able to get Sending. We do survive the turn, though. Can I read the Predaplant player's name? What, Pipillin? We're going to go ahead and make the plasma here, so we're under the no effect lock. By the way, guys, if you ever play in a tournament, and... Okay, but you did not call a mod until after game 2, and the match ended, and you both confirmed, and then his next match was well underway. The time to call a mod was immediately after game 1. No kaiju. I literally sent a system message. It is too late. Putting a token on every single one of our opponent's monsters. So we can definitely deal with the plasma, but the problem is what happens after that. Forbidden Droplet. Forbidden Droplet for 3! Negate them all! So we're negated because of the Predaponics. Okay. Gonna go for the Chimera Rafflesia. Biblisp effect. Adding a copy of Hydra here. Rafflesia. Banish. You are still very much negated. Goes for the reduce, even though we're already going to be reduced to 0. The battle. Baboost. Reduce. The entire field got dropleted. Duel. Well done. Used droplet, sending Predaponics fusion recovery plant. I don't think droplet is good in Preda. Maybe not normally, but if you can take advantage of something like your continuous spells and field spells, maybe it gains more value. Being able to, like, you know, revive 2 there, for example, then droplet. Because you lost to Ghost G. What? Y'all are speaking in tongues now. Who do we want to watch here? Okay, got ourselves another match. Would y'all like some more Yuri?
Duel.
Where's the reset? Okay. Okay. Pruning. We're going to go ahead and bring back the Sirach. Bring back the Biblisp as well, using the Predaponics. Cobra's effect. Going to add a copy of Fusion Recycling Plant. Preda Practice into the Sirach, adding a copy of Preda Planet. We're then going to go for the Fusion Recycling Plant, sending the Predaplanet to search for a copy of Fusion Substitute. Fusion Substitute allowing us to go into our Dragostapelia. We're going to go ahead and recycle there, set 2, and then get hit by Nibiru. Your entire field is gone. Using the Nibiru, we're going to go into a Trishula 0. Forbidden Droplet, negate. Summoning the Ecclesia, no effect to allow us to go for a copy of Nightmare Phoenix. We're going to get Spinning Predaplast, activating to put a token onto the Phoenix. We're then going to summon the Ecclesia. Ecclesia effect will activate now, searching for the Fleur de Lis. Fleur de Lis. Taking out the token. No, we're going to reduce it with the Hydra to wall off. Predaponics effect. Bring back the Biplis into the Dryas. Biplis effect is going to search for a copy of the Chlamydia. We're going to use the Chlamydia effect, yoinking our opponent's monster to go for a Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. Get boosted, yoinking the effect. Yoinking the effect of Fleur de Lis to be able to get boosted on attack, using the Hydra's graveyard effect to lower with both boost and reduce. We're able to lethal over the Ecclesia, perfectly playing around, not around, but through that Nibiru effect. Very well done.
Duel.
All right, let's do it again, and this time, hope no Nibiru. Goes for the polymerization. Into the ambulance. Biplisp effect. Ambulance effect. Grabbing a copy of Predaponics and the Sirach. Predaponics effect. Fusion Recycling Plant. We are going to set the Predaplanet here. Grabbing a copy of Fusion Substitute. Fusion Substitute. Into the Dragostapelia. We will set 1 and 2. No Nibiru. We will be able to recycle here. Is Dryas just there to get a Preda in the graveyard? Pretty much what Dewan said is correct. We have seen it both for that effect as well, the non-insignificant number of times that Ningirsu has come up. There are some times where, like, Ningirsu to this day is a very strong monster. And being able to readily access it is not an insignificant boost to a deck like that. We're gonna go for the Nightmare Phoenix here. Get poppin'. We will elect to Dragostapelia here. We really want to push that back row pop. Hitting a Forbidden Droplet. Okay. So we sent Droplet to Droplet the monster that was attempting to negate us to hit a Droplet. We're going to go for the Wolf Riot here. Tumor appears. You might want to get that looked at, bro. Activating the quick effect fusion from the graveyard into the Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. Boost and to nullify the opponent's attack. And because we did perform a fusion, we're going to be able to add one of the materials back to our hand, grabbing the Cobra. Revealing 3 in hand to put tokens on all 3 of our opponent's monsters. We will also Droplet to negate the Wolf Riot, and it'll be an easy path to lethal from there. Well done. Making this look good, Paris. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Let us find another one. Watching a good Predaplant player is a lot of fun. Because, personally, I cannot play the deck. I've yet to learn the deck to that level. It is exceptionally good in a good player's hands. We're about to hit ads, so we're going to go ahead and get them out of the way. When we return, we will have our next match. Thank you, everyone, for understanding. You say that, Paris, but most people would not have been able to handle like that game 1, for example, after getting hit with Nibiru. There was actually a very recent Barfa video that I was actually very much in agreement with and impressed by. And it was talking about it was specifically talking about the fact that good players are not good judges of what is good for bad or mediocre players, or your average player. So specifically, the topic was on so traditionally when people would talk about what is a good deck for to give to a new player for them to learn the game, the answer for a very long time now has almost always universally been Sword Soul. Because Sword Soul is relatively straightforward. It has very simplistic lines of play for the average player, with a little bit of room to make some slightly better plays than what most people would do. Like, your average player might just go Chi Shao, Barone, Pass, or at least at the time when those were both legal. But a better player, excuse me, but a better player would be able to get a little bit more out of it and end on a slightly better board. And then what was it specifically he was referencing? I think it was like Ryan Yu, arguably one of the best players in the game, was saying that Sword Soul is a bad deck for the game. And Farfa's argument was that a good player is not a good judge of that sort of thing because they are simply too good and cannot understand what it is like for your bad to average player. The reason I bring that up is when people say something like, okay, but press skill and go burr, I don't think you're understanding that for the average player, press skill, go burr does not always work. You, as a good player, can see the lines. Your average bad to mid player does not see those lines. And so you are kind of a bad judge in that situation. Hello, Uncoder. Doing well.
Duel.
Maybe I'm bad then if I think Melodious is good. There's different levels, Val. I think a lot of players of this game are very much in the center of the bell curve. Right? There's a big difference between being able to, like, see into the matrix and find lines that most other people can't, and then being like, you know, I just kind of like a basic deck, or a deck with simple lines. Like, I tend to favor decks that are more Sword Soul-esque, that are more simplistic, because for me, the enjoyment is almost always the application of a couple effects versus can I navigate a spreadsheet. I'm not good at the spreadsheet navigation. Like, I'm cognizant enough of my own shortcomings as a player to be able to recognize stuff like that. For me, the kind of things that I want to do: wipe the field, needle ceiling. And unfortunately, nothing else, and we are just going to be able to go for lethal from here. I didn't say Predaplant was a spreadsheet deck. I was making an example of the style of deck that I can struggle with. An unfortunate reality for me is that I tend to tunnel vision. So I do better when the number of options tend to be more limited. Because I'm the type of player that's pretty much always focusing on what's before me. And I feel like I do good most of the time when I see the pieces on the board, but I don't do as well if that information is obfuscated. So, for example, if I'm playing against a deck where I know I can get a read on the different, on what a standard version of a deck is, I tend to do better than the random pile decks that you can encounter on the ladder, because it's almost like if it's literally just pure randomness and I can't make those reads, I don't know what to do. Oddhild, I very much actually understand what Sprite is talking about there. That's pretty much what I meant. There's a big difference between being able to see several plays ahead and very much focusing on the next play. And those typically are what separate good from great players. So you mean board vision? That's one, if you want to put it that way, sure. A good example of Snake Eye is a bad deck for the game. Well, that comment came out of nowhere, Hymnus. What character addition do you think will have the next major impact on speed duels? Ooh, that's a good question. That's a very good question, because where do you go from here? Cyber Dragon Infinity on the Book of Eclipse. Do we have the droplet follow-up? Do we just have it all? No, but we do have a second copy of Book of Eclipse. That's a good question. I'd have to think about that one. Because, like, what are some major... Because, like, right now... We do have the effect failure. We're going to be able to stop the level modulation. Tindankle will make people rage quit. If you had told me that, like, a couple months ago, I'd have laughed at you. After Ghost Trick, I don't think I can laugh anymore. Yeah, I honestly... Oh, it's a good question. I kind of have a feeling that we might start to get some more... Actually, that's completely made up. I was going to say, is there a reason for us to not get retrains of characters, kind of like how there's like multiple Jadens? I do think that going back to Vrains is probably not out of the realm of possibility. Because, like, it does feel like it's time for some Vrains decks to get their next wave of support, right? Like, would it be out of the realm of possibility for more Salamangreat, for example? What's that link monster? Power Code Talker. Typically, it is any 3 monsters, and a lot of times it is used as a counter to the tokens generated by Bish Balkan. Jesse Ubel would be a funny one. Although, how do you introduce Jesse Ubel into the storyline when you've already resolved Jaden Ubel? Ranked referee, there's just I don't think you realize how many salad cards aren't in the game right now. I mean, you're right. But yeah, like, coming out with more of the support for... Wait, we literally cannot get over our defense position V mana. That is hilarious. The next round of support for the Vrains characters does sound like a pretty decent thing, though. Yeah, you could try and introduce either Marincess or there is more Trickstar cards to come out. There's more Altergeist support. There's more Salad support. There is more. Well, there's not a ton of Dino Wrestlers, but Ignis. How do you do Ignister and make it fair? I think that is going to be one of those decks that's really hard to actually balance. How would you even summon the Link 6 and Duel Links with only 4 spaces? You do understand that there are Link monsters with numbers higher than 1, right? Mio Cross, you need to check in. Boosted just enough for the Infinity to be able to beat over the monster. Bring in Camula and vampires, not a bad idea. I do think, like, before the new Sevens Go Rush World happened, a lot of people suggested a Chronicles world. And I still think there is something to that. I would love characters that, or I would love things that would be built specifically for non-anime decks, but in an anime way. Don't we just have lethal here? We can negate that back row. I want the Pyramid of Light villain with a meta Sphinx skill. That would be amazing. And lethal. All right, Jabberwork. That's a bridge too far. What am I supposed to be seeing, Dark Tuner? And you have ancient Egypt characters. No.
Duel.
Alrighty, Cyber Dragon going first once again. We need machine duplication in the card trait. Yes, just casually have 3 machine dupe. I see you. Candy, as always, it is hot tamales. Goes for the Nova. Rank up. Nope, never mind. First we revive, then we rank up. Why is Yami Merrick the exception? Keeps the V mana in attack position. Interesting. Hello, Yamiya. Welcome, welcome. Yami Merrick is a split personality from Trauma. Yes, what about it, though? Yes, technically both. Ish. Well, to be fair, it was in defense position because it got booked. So if we get booked here, you're going to be in defense position. V mana, negate the left-hand shark effect. I would not mind to get some of the Arc 5 versions of other characters, though, as people are mentioning. Arc 5 Jack Atlas, Arc 5, well, no Alexis. Sorry, Murata. But like Aster, that sort of thing. I mean, you could do Crow too. Do we have a negate? We do not. Negate and destroy, so we will not be able to rank it up. Aren't they like the same character with the same design? I mean, sure. But two things. Oh, nope, I forgot. We had not normal summoned yet. But you have an opportunity for new music. Wait, are we really gonna go for a crash on the Infinity? I guess if we're hoping to survive off the back row, it's worth it. Wait, we can't even do that now. Coaching! Goes for the power code talker. I think we're mostly okay even if our opponent crashes though. We have a guaranteed negate on the following turn. You would need like 2 high impact back row. We do go for the crash. We're never getting Malicious Bane. Why do you say that? Do you really think Malicious Bane is somehow too much, too far? Well, they just have... You can't say that. They just haven't had a reason to release new Evil Hero support. Remember that Konami, in many situations, aims to tie in releases and the like to a character or an event or something of that nature. Not always, but often. Or they finally reach a point where they decide, okay, now we can release it. Such as with new Cyber Dragon support. Evil heroes have never been relevant. Soul Glow, can I once again remind you that we're playing Duel Links, where one of the best decks in the meta currently is Ghost Trick, facing off against Lyrilisk. We go to battle. And it's not just that Ghost Trick is here. Ghost Trick is here, and we hate that they can run stuff like Needle Sealing. Show us that back row. Lethal. You can absolutely make Evil Hero a deck. If and when it's time. I feel like Konami saved certain decks. Well, but the problem... So, Hegan, I understand where that idea comes from. But the reality is that the game doesn't tend to have huge swings. It has slow decline into regrowth, into slow decline, into regrowth. They certainly do pick certain times to release stuff just because they're building up for either holidays or events or things of that nature. An example would be recently a lot of the December boxes have been pretty big, or have like fan favorite decks like Live Twin and the like.
Duel.
Am I misremembering, Reseline? I thought Live Twins was December. Wait, what? Am I literally... What was in December then? Wait a sec. Am I literally that out of date? Or not out of date, but misremembering? Holy mackerel. We literally just got the bodies off of the field so that we didn't die to reflect damage. Hilarious. She liked amazement. Like, unironically. Yep, we saw the writing on the wall. No way to stop that lethal. Excuse me. No way to stop that lethal. We have the main box on New Year's. Okay, and that was Shadal. Okay, apparently, yeah. I just misremembered. Effect Valor. Negate the Dark Beckoning Beast. That's okay. We have the Spirit Gates. Flip the Uriah. Draw 2. Set 1. Go for the Tyrant's Tirade. We're going to go for the Ensemble Robin. Humming Effect. Gets Dumping. Going for 15. A second copy of Spirit Gates. Making a Nightmare Phoenix. And then well, I mean, we had lethal, so it didn't matter. Game 3. Omsom, you need to check in. So going second into an established Lyrilisk board. Cosmic Cyclone on the opening of the Spirit Gates. Unfortunately, it just feels like we needed to go first. Goes for the Uriah. Uriah popped the back row. Starling Effect. Get Searching. Well, because I don't know what character will. You have to realize Duel Links has so many characters at this point. Like, I really don't know where they're going to go. We might just go into a holding pattern of, like, random one-off characters for a while. I mean, I can tell you what I would like to see. I said, for example, I would like Chronicle-esque characters where you break the mold and do things outside of the box. Any character where you can justify giving a skill for a deck that has never been good or not usually been good. So, like, I mean, but you're asking for one that will have an impact on the game, and that's, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I mean, you can list something like Zark, but just because it's a big bad doesn't mean it's going to have a huge meta impact, right? Zone didn't. Supreme King didn't. Like, a lot of these characters don't necessarily just have a huge impact just because they're like a big bad. And we have the Bird Sanctuary. This will just be lethal. $2,300 attack 7 times. Lethal. I mean, because, like, again, I'm going to list, like, I want characters with that would have bad decks just for the off chance to make them good. Someone said it earlier. Camula. Like, imagine vampires actually become meta. Somehow.
Duel.
But more than anything, I just want to continue to see them do fun and interesting archive skills. At the end of the day, that's what I'm genuinely interested in. For example, why do we not have an Ancient Warriors specific skill? Okay. We are going to get to the Dragostapelia here. Predaponix. Gonna go for the revive. Predapruning. Gonna go for the revive. Makes the assembled Nightingale. Sets 1. Adds the Cobra back to the hand. Pass the turn. Witchcrafter skill? Sure. Give us more Witchcrafter support and a Witchcrafter skill. I'd love to see the Paradox Brothers with the new Gate Guardian stuff with a modern skill. Sure, absolutely. I'd love for Morphtronics to get something that makes them good, but not an FTK deck. I'm going to take you at your word that you're actually being serious there. And sure, I agree. That would be neat. A skill that allowed you to change their position, for example, more easily. So you could customize or sometimes get multiple effects. Could be fun. So we search for the kaiju, but we are protected for the turn. I mean, to be fair, Paris is on... He is a turn player, like, not the turn player at the moment. Adding the rev system here, we can go for a revive. Goes for the Nova. Into the infinity. Get yoinkin'. Set 1 and 2 in the back. Pass the turn. Okay, so we have to deal with 1 negate and potentially 2 disruptive back row. We're going to go for the Dryas here. Throw Sarah effect. Going to go ahead and put a Predator counter on our Infinity. Distributing off for the Hydra. Go for the Phoenix. Get poppin'. I mean, if we targeted this, we probably should have just let it go through. This will stop the draw. Wait, it doesn't stop the draw. Our Cyberload Fusion was dead. And we will secure a lethal. Which kaiju is better? I mean, for their respective decks, they're both good. No staring at me, Oddhild. Also, Resaline, I'm not okay with what you messaged me. Actually, I guess technically I am, because at least it means people are attempting to innovate. I think the person saying, and I quote, really, really cool tech development is overstating it just a little bit.
Duel.
Homie, you changed like 2 cards in the deck. I don't know if you get to call a 2-card change, quote unquote, a huge... Alright, sorry, well, not huge, but... So to give people context of what the heck I'm talking about. Oh, we're in Edge? Then I'll wait. Actually, screw it. Quote unquote, really, really cool tech development happening by utilizing fossils and decks like Charizard EX and Mewtwo EX, where you can protect your Evo and have the most consistent start possible. So what you're doing basically is running some fossil cards to act as chump blockers, but maximize your odds of drawing either your Moltres or Charmander. Amazing. Truly innovative. So what's the idea here? You're hoping that you have a 1 in 3 chance, or sorry, a 2 in 3 chance of opening Moltres. And then you're hoping that your Pokeball hits the 50-50 to get the Charmander. And if it doesn't, then the second Pokeball will. I don't know, man. Unfortunately for Cyber Dragon, Predator Plant absolutely chews up any deck that focuses on a boss monster, so we are able to take out the Infinity, negating the Orphis Scorpio, though, to reduce our opponent's ability to extend. Bring back Overflow? No. Yeah, Che? What was the Sidra board? Infinity plus B mana, the typical end board. We're gonna go for Ningirsu here. Wait, are we really gonna send ourselves? Okay. Have you actually been playing it though, Che? Like, Repair Plant, what are we going to search for? Adding the core. What about tournaments, Che? There is a tournament scene if you might want to check it out. Revive the Infinity. Catch a material. I'll talk to you later, Che. I can hook you up with like the tournament Discord. You can see if it's something you'd want to check out. We do have the Sirach. This will negate. We can now reduce, though, to ensure we don't get lethaled here. Okay, this is not lethal. Also, why would we not banish the Infinity? Now we can revive it. Oh, right. Yeah. No, I'm dumb. Using Core to summon out the Nashter. Nashter to revive the Infinity. Infinity can slurp up the Rafflesia, and that will be game. I apologize, Arsenic, and I was not explaining that one very well. Someone new to Yu-Gi-Oh! And Duel Links in general. I have no idea what's happening, but this looks cool. So, the number one thing to understand about Duel Links is a lot of time the skills are what are the foundation of your deck. So, for example, Cyber Dragon has the ability to bin a Cyber Dragon from the deck to the graveyard to make accessing your plays a little bit easier with the revives. It also has the ability to modulate your levels once per turn. So all those Cyber Dragons that can be a little awkward to use that are like level 1s and whatnot, you can make them level 5s, which is the typical level you would like to be in Cyber Dragon. So we are going to use our skill here, sending a copy of Cyber Dragon from deck to graveyard. Nashter, going to be able to special summon itself from the hand by discarding a monster from our hand. Summons itself to the field. It can then revive one of the Cyber Dragons in our graveyard. Bring it back to the field. Now, level 1 and level 5 does not sound like you can make a Xyz monster here, but by activating our skill for the second time this turn, we will turn both of our Nashters into level 5s. It is 1-1 right now. We're going to go for an Xyz summon, Cyber Dragon Nova. Nova will be able to detach a material here. Revive a Cyber Dragon, which will give us another level 5, allowing us to make a second copy of a rank 5 Xyz. So most likely what you're going to see happen, Cyber Dragon Nova will rank up into the Cyber Dragon Infinity, the ultimate boss monster of the Cyber Dragon deck, giving you access to an Omni Negate, able to negate a spell, trap, or monster effect and negate it. Or sorry, and destroy it. However, Predaplant is uniquely positioned to deal with this board. We're going to activate our skill. Predaplant, Starving Venom Invasion, revealing 2 Predaplant cards from our hand. We're going to add a copy of Biplisp and Polymerization. We're going to go for Predaplast. This is going to allow us to put Predator tokens onto the field. 1 and 2. Infinity will negate. The reason we are negating here is because we do not want our opponent to be able to tribute our monster for the archetypical Predaplant Kaiju. Problem is, we're going to be able to do so anyways. Wait, maybe? I'm not gonna lie, I only know Tribute and Fusion summoning. Fair. There's actually a pretty good series of videos, I believe, from Themo that explains all the different summoning types. Well, right, but mute tab. No, I wanna copy the playlist. Well, that's awkward. Hello. So I'm gonna, on YouTube, search up there's a playlist of like 16 videos that will explain all the different summoning mechanics. It's a pretty decent breakdown. It is an older series. I think it's like 8 years old at this point, but it explains the fundamentals. I think you will find it very useful. If you're trying to understand some of the unusual summoning mechanics that you're not used to. So at this point, it's mostly going to be cleanup for the Predaplant player, as the only possible interaction that Ensemble can have left in hand is going to be a hand trap, like Effect Veiler. I would just like to point out, both the cats are comfy right now. All I know is my friend downloaded it so he could duel with me because he's watched Yu-Gi-Oh! And beat my ass with some Stardust Dragon thing turn 1. Well, luckily there are a couple decks that are very new player friendly that you don't even really need to know the various different summoning mechanics. The one thing about Duel Links that you need to understand is mostly... Oh, we were not able to secure lethal here. Wait, nope, yes we do. Predaplanet, we're going to banish it from the graveyard, allowing us to go for an additional fusion play. Dragostapelia will be able to secure us lethal. And we'll finish him. A good example would be like the Blue Eyes starter deck. You can build that out to be a very basic but like strong ladder deck. Mm-hmm. 2-1 victory. Predaplant will move on. Which means we will be going into the top 4 here. Now he's killing me with these Shizu. But besides that, Arsenic, the number 1 rule to playing Duel Links is have a plan. Do not spend your resources, your gems, without knowing what it is exactly you're going to do. If you don't spend money in the game, you need to be very careful with your resources. You can do well free to play, you just need to know what you're doing. Or rather, not what you're doing, but have a plan, have a goal, have a vision, and don't get sidetracked from that. All right, Paris. I forget who this is. Is this Zenzo? This is Zenzo. Oh my god. We topped a second time in 2 weeks. Impressive. Paris, Zenzo, Pipilin, and Che. I do not know how to ping you, sir. Oh, it's wowie, wowie, wow, wow. Top 4 has started. While we wait for those to get started, we can actually go take a look in game for possible decks that you, or not in game, but well, yeah, in game actually. I'm sorry. So, one of the things you will notice is that when a new box comes out, they will typically release what are called pickup boxes. Pickup boxes will release support for multiple archetypes in a relatively cheap fashion. So you'll notice here, for example, there's only 30 decks or 30 packs, and it takes 15 or 500 gems to get 10 of them. So it's 1,500 gems to fully clear this box. In this box, you can get Predaplant, you can get Cyber Dragon, you can get Dark Lord, you can get Ghost Trick. If you were to go into this box, it would set you up, in theory, to go into this box here, the Starving Venom, to get the support for all of those decks. So that would probably be my recommendation. The only thing you would need to make sure that you do is unlock the character. I don't know if you've unlocked Yuri yet. You'll notice, for example, this event is how you unlock Yuri. If you haven't done this, then you're probably not going to be able to do Predaplants right now, which is unfortunate, but you would still have all the other decks in that box. I've been very busy, Kisara. Now, one of the things is that there is a little bit of FOMO in the game. They want you to complete the events. But they will come back eventually. So if you were to still be playing the game, you would be able to get them again. You can... Mizu, you can get one copy of the structure deck with gems. So you would get the Nova from that. Regardless, I'm just offering a suggestion. You don't have to take it as like this is what you need to do. Have a plan. Don't do anything without knowing for sure what you want to do. Just take the advice that you're being given under advisement and use it to inform your future going forward. But once you commit to that, then follow through. Absolutely. If you end up wanting any more help, we do have a Discord you can join. And you can always ask questions in there. Perfect. Okay, we have our first match of the top 4. Just go for Unchained. It has a basic skill and is a pretty strong deck, free to play too. I mean, that's an option, JC. It depends on what you're looking for. Some people want a strong singular deck. Some people want to have a variety of decks. Magispector is also cheap. Let's be careful to not overload our friend here. And also the extra deck is not that important easy. You could literally play Magispector and never touch the extra deck. 1 for 1 into the Hajun. We're gonna summon out a copy of Yuki Musume going into the Yuki Onna. Daki returns to the field. Make a Yuki Onna Link 3. Daki returns to the field. We're going to use our skill here. Get dumping. The last thing that I would suggest, Arsenic, is there is a user on, or a content creator on YouTube called Duel Links Free to Play. Spelled like that. They have a pretty good resource of free to play friendly decks. Revive the Suki, or the Tsuchigumo. We're going to go for the mill here. Set 2, pass the turn. What's the other top 4? So the top 4 is Predaplant, Mayakashi, Predaplant, and Birds. Hello, by the way, Light Sworn. Been a while. Hope you are doing well, dude. One day we will see someone ritual summoning Buford. Not gonna happen. Not one time ever. Chlamydia effect. Get fusing. Chimera Rafflesia. Get rid of the Suchi Gumo. Link off into the Dryas. Yesterday it was your birthday. Don't believe you. Going for the Nightmare Phoenix. Why Dryas? Because of this right here. Goes for the Nightmare Phoenix. We can now use both of those to go into a Ning Girsu, if we desire. I don't believe you, Easy. I think you're lying. Activate Ningirsu effect, chaining the Predator. Wait, no. We didn't chain nothing. It's not a quick play. What am I talking about? How is it banished? It revived to the grave from the field. Or sorry, from the graveyard to the field. And then when it banishes, or when it leaves the field again, it's banished. The Maya Synchro, Rafflesia effect. We're gonna go for the revive here. Bring out the Yuki. Or the Yoko, excuse me. Yoko effect, get poppin'. We will take out the Ningirsu. Fusion! Bring forth the Predaplant Ambulance. Sirach will activate. Why game bugged? It's not a bug. It has to do with the... You're talking about the Ghost Trick interaction with Dryas, I believe. Yeah. Not a bug. Can I make that a short on YouTube? No. I don't do YouTube content. You want me to just, like, learn how to make YouTube videos to do a short for the interaction of Dryas and Ghost Trick? How timely and relevant it'll be. Shut up, Murata. Respectfully. Alrighty, we take everything from Zenzo except for exactly the now negated Yoko. But I didn't explain what the interaction was. It would literally be a short of, yeah, it's because it's a thing. I have no idea what you're talking about, Gate. And our top deck was my Akashi Return. We go to battle. Forgetting about the effect of the Hydra, we're going to be able to reduce, causing the Yoko to die in battle, triggering the Predaplanet, am I happy about the time zone change? No. Well, yes, but I worked it, which was really not fun. It means I worked an extra hour. Well, I got paid for it, but I just didn't want to be there. We're going to go for the Yoko effect to get poppin', and that'll be lethal. God, my Akashi's so cool. Give us a Mayakashi trap. That's right, Zaid King. Will one of my moderators time Murata out for 4 minutes?
Duel.
All right. Zenzo with the set 3 in the back. That is not what you want to be doing as a... Oh my god. So we set 3, and Paris just happens to open double MST. Bro. Sometimes this stuff feels scripted, I'm telling you right now. I want to hear more stories of weird occurrences at your job. Oh my god, dude. I have so many of those. How did Maya win the last game? Baited out all the interaction and then went for the Yoko pop. Mizu, I try and not do that too terribly much. I do like to try and focus on the games while having only a little bit of yap here and there. I am cognizant of the fact that it can be a little weird when streamers just completely ignoring the game, ignoring what's happening. In a perfect world, a lot of those yap sessions would be better saved for when I'm doing like ladder streams. If I could more, did anything weird? When I could do them more reliably. Did anything weird happen at Halloween? So this year around, unfortunately, no. But that's mostly because the Halloween here, like, it was a massive downpour. Like, we're talking, like, a lot of rain. Like, a lot of rain. So basically, nobody was out and about. One of my coworkers who lives in a pretty, like, average, like, suburban style neighborhood came in and was like, I had nobody stop by my house the entire night. And I was like, yep, checks out. Alrighty, let's try that again. Not much to say about that particular match other than triple back row into double MST that hit our relevant back row.
Duel.
What current play could be synonymous to how TTH invoked the screaming cowboy meme? I don't know, man. Typically, it's going to be something that's field wiping. It's like Trishula or some other significant disruptor. probably talking to... I mean, I don't know what the screaming cowboy part is, but probably talking about when, like, Rai would do the... T! T! H! That sort of thing. Where you're almost treating it like a battle cry. I don't know what the screaming cowboy is. Let me look it up. It's from the music video of Big Enough by Kieran Hallinan. I literally don't know who that is. I've already found a better and more interesting one. And I think Acceleration Gate will agree. So we give our opponent the Preda Planet. We trigger the Bip Lisp to give them another card. Yeah, not sure that was a good idea. Hey, but the more you learn. We're going to go for the Orphis Scorpio, discarding the Hydra into the Sirach. Hydra, of course, can come back by tributing off the Yuki-Onna. We're going to go for the Starving Venom. Get boosted. Redaponics, go for the revive. Chlamydia effect. Into the ambulance. Okay. So we go for the Rafflesia. Rafflesia, get Banishing. Goodbye, Tsuchigumo. Goes for the negate. And we have the OTK reduce with the Hydra. The plant will go on to the grand finals. We're going to head on over to the other side of the bracket.
Duel.
Okay. So we got Preda versus the Birds. We're going to make an assembled Nightingale here. Goes for the Bird Sanctuary. Make the Ensemble Robin. Draw phase Nightingale. We're going to go ahead and put a token on to that Ensemble Robin. Robin effect tributed by the Kaiju. Goes for the ambulance. Summon the Sirach. Fusion recovery. DD Crow. Negate. Sirach gets searching, adding a copy of the Predaponics. Making a Rafflesia. Predapruning. We're going to make a Nightingale of our own. Goes for the MST. Get poppin'. Forbidden Droplet. Negate. We're going to go for the Bird Call as a copy of Feral Canary. Probably going to go for the Reflect Damage lethal line here. Wait. Was that not lethal? Is there a reason? Were we afraid that our opponent could reduce us again? Oh, right, because we're at 200 attack. We're at 200 attack. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Goes for the Ningirsu here. Get sending. Make another Starling. And get it. Starling. Starling.
Duel.
I'm sorry, we're in game 2, Paris. How would the score be 1-1? Paris is just seeing the future real. Alrighty, let's try this again. Tributes the Ensemble Robinoff for the Hydra. Get out of here. Sorry, I was distracted for a moment. Resoline. There would be no particular reason to normal it in this situation that I can think of. Can that fusion banish Lynx and Xyz? Are you talking about Rafflesia? No. Has to have a level. Hydra, get reducing. Super polymerization into the ambulance. Nightingale effect. Okay.
Duel.
Game 3. Shut up, Murata. Effect Veiler here on the ambulance and negate the search. Goes for the Predaponics. Goes for the second Predaponics. Revive into the Nightingale. Step 1, pass to the turn. Nightingale effect, Cosmic Cyclone. Into a Forbidden Droplet. Hit that back row, negate the Nightingale. Revealing the Warbler in hand. Could you get any more Lucker Dog? Get searching. We're going to go for the assembled Nightingale here. 3 materials, attach another. Boost. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lethal. It do be like that sometimes. And we will move to the grand finals, where we will have a a replay of that particular matchup. Only this time, Paris versus Che. Prediction? We can do prediction. Who is least cringe wins? Paris? Che? You'll have a couple minutes to vote. Am I voting tomorrow? Already voted. My state was one of the first ones to have early mail-in voting. So I voted a while ago. Yeah, we started it back in 95. I mean, vanilla, normally I would say something stupid about bungers, but if an actual bunger was running for president and there was enough support behind it, I could see a world where I vote for a bunger, yes. I mean, one, like, reasons to vote for a bunger. One, you get to say President Bunger. I think that's pretty substantial. What? Hold on. Bunger. Okay. Now hear me out. What if... Two. Unmute. Where's the audio? Oh. Oh my God.
Bunger, 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 bung, 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 bunger, 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 bunger. Bunker, 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 bunker. Bunker, 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 bunker. Bunker.
I mean, I'm a keep it $1.50 with you. I'm convinced. That's a hell of a platform. Like, what more could you possibly want? Yeah, obviously it's a little... I'm not gonna get political or anything. I just, it'll be... It kind of feels surreal. Because on the one hand, either things are gonna continue to be normal, or it's gonna be not. And we'll just have to see. All righty. We're going to go ahead and end the submissions. Well, there's one world where it's entertaining, Quantum. Then there's another world where it's not. What do you consider normal? Not heading down a very bad path where a lot of bad stuff will happen over the next couple of years.
Duel.
All right, set 3. Somehow Paris has the ability to make his opponents brick. Forbidden Droplet. Negate the Orphis Scorpio. Biplisp effect. We're going to go for the Cosmic Cyclone here. Ambulance effect. Into the Cobra. And we'll scoop.
Duel.
Game 2 will be a restart.
Duel.
Okay. Drosera and Biplisp into the ambulance, triggering their effects. Hello, Sean. Thank you for the raid. Don't need to be backseated by a dumbass. You don't want to be here, go away. Really, Alper? I'd like to, only game 1 counts so far. Games 2 and 3 do not count. Lagsis, it is the incel from Turkey. Yes, Sean. Okay. Paris and Che, go to start GG in a moment, or if you can. All right. Paris and Che, go ahead and proceed to game 2. We're currently not counting the DCs. Paris won game 1. We're not going to let the incel determine the course of the tournament. Mr. Clapper, the servers are currently being DDoSed by the incel, so... we're currently theorizing that it's because the underage girl won't be his girlfriend. So for those of you that don't understand, there's somebody in the community named Cloudy who is under the age of 18 who helps run who runs tournaments, and Alper wants them to be his girlfriend. Okay, I'm explaining for anyone who doesn't know, Crimson. Not everyone is keyed in like you, bro. Yes, Kisara. Alper is... If I had to guess, Alper is probably in his 30s. But mentally is probably only in his tweens. And physically looks like he's in his late 40s, early 50s. Anyways. No, it's probably a 2 birds, 1 stone thing. Muscovy, no. I joked about that, though. Cool. We will cancel the bet as well. Yeah, I'll cancel the prediction. So it looks like Che is just going to give Paris the win. What's going on? Alper, the Turkish incel, is DDoSing the game again. We know his name? Yep. Don't know what to say, guys. Other than I can do one thing. Hold on. So for those of you that don't know, if you want to send in a report about this, I can show you his duelist ID so you can report him. Maybe if enough people report him, we can get his account banned. It's this right here. Check start GG. Yes. I need to assign somebody as first place, but if you guys want to split the prize, that's fine. How do I know that's him? Because I posted his duelist ID as a pinned message in my Discord a while ago. If So if you want to report him as the person who is DDoSing the servers, what you should do, go here into the settings, go to contact us, go to submit game content issue inquiry. It's going to open up a tab for you, and you go through that and use it to report this duelist as the DDoSer. Theoretically, Zenzo, if you want to do so, certainly you can try. Everyone should do everything possible to do something that makes him stop. And if him potentially losing his whale account is on the line, then you know what? Will this do anything? Who knows? Maybe. But if, like, hundreds of people report it, maybe it gets through. I don't know. Hiden, yes. Could stop him or backfire. What do you mean backfire? What exactly, out of curiosity, Soupy, what is backfiring in this scenario? Because I think being unable to do tournaments or having a very difficult time doing it. More DDoS? What's happening right now? How can you DDoS anymore? Yes, Paris. So yes, I will assign Paris the win and split prize. And Cloudy, if you're still here, my recommendation would be just wait it out. What do you mean? Easy. The incel is DDoSing. We literally been talking about this, homie. He's in your tournament right now. So he's playing in your tournament while DDoSing it. Fucking genius. Literally the only way the guy could hope to win is force the 50-50 coin toss from a DC. No, I understand, Cloudy. I'm saying that that would be his strategy. That he has no other way to win than to hope for a 50-50 coin flip from a DC. Because actually playing the game would be a loss 100% of the time. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the deck lists. So Paris running 30 card Predaplant. So we're on 3 Scorpio, 2 Cobra, 3 Sirach, 3 Bip, 1 Hydra, 2 Chlamydia, 1 of the, I forget the name, but it's the one that can put tokens on all the monsters. Triple Droplet, Super Poly, double MST, double Predapractice. We got the Fusion Recovery Field spell. We've got Fusion Substitute, Preda Pruning, Fusion Recovery, Predaplast, 1 Predaponics, and 1 Predaplanet. No odd eyes in today's tournament, no. 1 game easy, and then they agreed to give Paris the win, but split the prize. We got Che. First of all, Che, the name of your deck is a fucking lie. This is in fact not 20 cards. We are running double Veiler, one Crow, triple Droplet, double Cosmic, and a Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. Oh, sorry. We got Zenzo on Mayakashi. Oh no. Che is a Giga Whale. Not only is Che a whale in Duel Links, he is now also whaled in the Pokemon game. Our boy just out here being independently wealthy. So we're playing the Beaufort for the birds. Triple Droplet, triple book. Fairly standard monster lineup otherwise. Then we got Piplin. Also running Predaplant. 2 Orphis, 2 Cobra, 3 Sirach, 3 Bip, 1 Hydra, 2 Chlamydia. And then one of the level 2. Triple drop. Very similar to the other list, except we're not 30 cards. We're on 2 Predaponics and no Trap. And no Predaplast. Interesting. Predaplant won, but it was kind of a scuffed finals. We got Omsom on Cyber Dragon. So, triple Veiler. We're running the Kaiju, which we can search. 1 entry, double Droplet, 1 Rev System, 1 Overload. Excuse me. 1 Cyberload Fusion. Mr. Paradox on 30 card Shadal, triple Nibiru. Super Piece. We are on Striker, running the Cheese Play OTK strategy. Mio Cross on Sacred Beast, Tirade Edition. Alrighty. And those will be your top 8 for today's event. We'll go ahead and call it here for today, everyone. Thank you for stopping by. Sorry for the scuffed nature of the event. Unfortunately, it do be like that sometimes. I don't know what to say. Konami, I really wish you would deal with the incel. Alper, I wish you would just go away forever. Nobody likes you. Nobody ever will. Let's go ahead and raid Giran. And I might be around tomorrow. We might do some ladder gameplay. It depends on how I'm feeling after my dentist appointment. Top 4, I will message you about your prizes. Thank you. Konami, go install Cloudflare, please. Basically. Konami, please. Remember, report Alper. Do everything you can. Let's get him dealt with.